Guys, Sherman here. Been out here in the shed working on some a new batch of bullet beads. These are 45 nickel plated. Just got them in. If you guys remember my video, these are all roughly cut out. These are not finished yet. I still have to sand down the bottoms, and these are going off to a friend. Sorry, I'm filming on my cell phone camera, so it doesn't have autofocus. I have to tap the screen every time, so apologize for the shakiness at times. I finally made a little tripod for it. Anyway, you guys have been seeing my Kershaw Cryo in a lot of videos lately. Hope you haven't been getting bored with it. I know I haven't. But anyway, I was out here, and I had an idea while I was cutting out my bullets, or the casings rather. I had an idea, something I've actually been wanting to try out for a little while now. And finally tried it with this, and it came out looking really, really good. Really surprised how it turned out. Alright, so on this side, looks all normal. Nothing out of the ordinary. Turn it around. 9mm lock bar stabilizer. Let's see if I can get my camera to focus in on that. See, 9mm Luger. It's got the original screw in there from the old Hinderer lock bar stabilizer. It's almost perfectly flush. I don't even think the old one was perfectly flush. It may not match the knife perfectly, but I think it looks really, really good, and I think it came out working pretty well. It was not hard to do once I figured out how in the world I could do it, because you have to use, if you guys want to try this at home, you have to have a 9mm. A 9mm casing is the exact same size as the lock bar stabilizer on the Cryo. So all I did was cut off the very rim right here, where my fingernail is. That very rim right there. Just cut it right behind that and just get that rim. But then you have a big hole. Now normally you have this. This is the casing that I cut it off of. You have that hole right there, which the primer sets in. So, but once you drill past that area, you have a big open cavity. Now the screw drops right through the cavity. It will not set in place, so you can't put the screw on top of there and screw it into the frame of the knife. So what I did is that, you know, I took the very end off, like I told you, and I set it down on a piece of paper. And once I did that, I dripped some JB Weld down in the hole, let it harden, and I drilled a small hole straight through the middle, and it was just big enough to fit the screw through. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. You can see around where the screw is, that's where the JB Weld was. So once I figured that out, it was easy to do. So it's really not a hard modification at all, and it looks, in my opinion, really, really cool. I know you have companies that make these stabilizers for the Hinderers and everything. They look a little bit nicer, but this is an at-home modification that I think turned out really well. And works just as good as the stock one. The lock comes out to about there. It might extend a little tiny bit more than the factory one, but I mean, it's strong. It's not moving past there too much further. So I might actually take it off and sand down the bottom just a tiny, tiny bit, just to give it that extra little snug fit. But I don't think it's really needed. So yeah, guys, I think it looks really cool. So let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed. And have a great rest of your night, guys. Alright, stay safe, stay sharp, and God bless. Sherman 614. Peace.